In the world of NBA legends, few names are as admired, debated, and unforgettable as Charles Wade Barkley. Even though he was only 6 feet 6 inches, the round mound of rebounds surprised everyone by dominating the court with his strength, quickness, and unstoppable energy, making him one of basketball's most memorable players. Born in Leeds, Alabama, in 1963, Barkley's journey to NBA stardom was anything but assured. Raised by his mother and grandmother in a single-parent household, young Charles learned early on about the value of hard work and perseverance. Barkley once admitted, "I really struggle with not having a father. For 2 women and 3 boys, it was always a constant struggle." Despite the challenges, it was his grandmother, lovingly called Granny, who kept the family together. Reflecting on his upbringing, Barkley shared, Charles Barkley's upbringing was significantly shaped by the strong women in his family, particularly his mother and grandmother. His mother, Charcy Glenn, was described as a strict disciplinarian who provided firm guidance and structure during Barkley's formative years. The dream seemed far-fetched to many. Barkley was overweight and undersized for his position. "There's not really much use for a 6 foot 6 inch fat one guard," he remembered people saying. But Charles was undeterred. He began a rigorous training regimen, jumping over fences and spending countless nights on the basketball court. Barkley's hard work paid off. By his senior year of high school, he was averaging 19 points and 18 rebounds a game, catching the eye of college recruiters nationwide. He chose nearby Auburn University, where his unique physique and playing style continued to raise eyebrows. At Auburn, Barkley's relationship with coach Sonny Smith was tumultuous, but ultimately productive. Smith pushed Barkley hard, recognizing the potential beneath the rough exterior. Sonny pushed Charles in places that he had never been and didn't want to be pushed in. Charles Barkley's collegiate career at Auburn University was indeed impressive, culminating in the team's first NCAA tournament appearance in 1984. Despite being cut by coach Bobby Knight, Barkley left an indelible impression. Charles Barkley's selection by the Philadelphia 76ers as the 5th overall pick in the 1984 NBA draft marked the beginning of his legendary professional career. This draft class is widely considered one of the greatest in NBA history, featuring several future Hall of Famers. In Philadelphia, Barkley joined a team of established stars, including Julius Erving and Moses Malone. Initially, there were doubts about how the undersized power forward would fit in, but under Malone's guidance, Barkley began to make his mark on the league and on some of its players. Barkley's physical style of play left a trail of opponents in his wake. Barkley once said, "I made up my mind that a guard might draw one charge on me, but he's only going to do it once. If a guard had the guts to stand in front of me one time, I was going to try to kill him so he would only do it once." As Barkley's star rose, so did the expectations. After Moses Malone's departure, the 76ers became Charles Barkley's team. His unique combination of size, speed, and skill made him a force to be reckoned with. But championship success remained elusive. Barkley's tenure in Philadelphia was marked by stellar individual performances, near misses in the playoffs, and an increasingly strained relationship with the media and management. His outspoken nature often landed him in hot water, but it also endeared him to fans who appreciated his honesty. In 1992, Barkley joined the legendary Dream Team at the Barcelona Olympics, cementing his place among basketball's elite. His performance on and off the court in Barcelona became the stuff of legend. After playing for 8 years in Philly, he was traded to the Phoenix Suns, where he experienced his biggest team success. During the 1992 to 1993 season, he won the MVP award and led the Suns to the NBA Finals, something he hadn't achieved before. Unfortunately, they faced Michael Jordan at his best, and despite giving it his all, they couldn't win. He averaged 27.3 points, 13 rebounds, and 5.5 assists in the finals, even getting a triple-double in Game 4 with 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. Michael Jordan, upset about not winning the MVP award, made sure to take out his frustration on him and his team when it counted the most. The 1993 Finals showcased Barkley at the height of his powers, but it also highlighted the fierce competition between him and Jordan. "I can't express the depth of mine and Michael's relationship as far as him being my brother," Barkley said. "He's always been there for me." Despite Barkley's heroic efforts, including a 24.19 rebound performance in Game 3, the Suns fell to the Bulls in 6 games, It was a bitter pill for Barkley to swallow, and one that would haunt him for years to come. As Barkley's career progressed, injuries began to take their toll. His playing style, which relied heavily on his explosive athleticism, became harder to maintain. In 1996, Barkley was traded to the Houston Rockets, joining forces with Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler in pursuit of that elusive championship ring. But despite the star power, success continued to elude Barkley and the Rockets. Off the court, Barkley's larger-than-life personality continued to make headlines. His accessibility to fans was both a blessing and a curse, often leading to confrontations in public spaces. Barkley's career came to an abrupt end in 2000 when he suffered a devastating quadricep injury during a game in Philadelphia. In a moment of poetic symmetry, Barkley's NBA journey concluded where it had begun. Throughout his career, Barkley's failure to win a championship ring became a point of contention. Some saw it as a reflection of a lack of dedication, while others viewed it as an unfair measure of his greatness. After retiring, Barkley moved easily into a TV career, where his sharp sense of humor and honest opinions made him a great fit. He also talked about possibly running for governor of Alabama, seeing it as a way to help his community. "I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I've been rich, I've been poor, and I think we need to get more people who are not concerned about helping any group. Just helping everybody," Barkley explained. Charles Barkley's legacy in basketball is complicated, much like the man himself. He was a force of nature on the court, a player whose skills defied conventional wisdom about size and athleticism. Off the court, he was equally impactful, his honesty and outspokenness making him a lightning rod for both praise and criticism. In the end, Charles Barkley's story is one of triumph over expectations, of a player who refused to be defined by his physical limitations or by others' perceptions. He may not have won a championship ring, but his impact on the game of basketball and on popular culture is undeniable. As Barkley himself liked to say, "Anyone can score if they shoot often enough, but rebounding is the true measure of a man and his work ethic." By that measure, and by many others, Charles Barkley stands tall as one of the greatest to ever play the game. Charles Barkley is still a household name today in the States thanks to his work as a game analyst alongside Ernie, Kenny, and Shaq on TNT. NBA fans appreciate the fact that there's never a dull moment with Chuck, and he always keeps it real. He never liked being shouldered with the responsibility of being a role model due to his superstar status, because he believed parents should teach their kids how to act, not strangers on television. Regarding his controversial nature, he famously remarked, "I don't create controversies. They're long there before I open my mouth. I just bring them to your attention."